How do you accept people as they are? By not losing yourself and not losing yourself in them. You stay grounded and centered in yourself. That way, you accept people as they are. You accept people as they show themselves up to be. You accept their patterns, their behaviors, their attitudes, their mindsets, their beliefs, their perspectives, their actions towards you, towards everything else. And you look at them like a balloon, a beautiful colored balloon just flying in the sky. You can't go and try to change its direction. You can't change the color of the balloon. You could just admire it, admire what it looks like in the sky, admire it against the sun, admire the freeness of it. That's one of the best ways to experience people, to not try to change them, to not try to do anything to them, because you don't have any power over the force. Got your ass. Over the force, over the energy, over the willpower that is pushing them, their wind. You don't have any control over that. But what you do have control over yourself. What you do have control over your own emotions, over your own perspectives, the way your light shines, the things that you like, the things that you don't like. So then, what do? So when you are in a connection, you're meeting someone, you're enjoying a friendship, you enjoy them for their character, you enjoy them for the experience that you're having with them. It may not happen again, or maybe you enjoy and embrace because it will happen again. You enjoy that. You don't try to alter it. You don't try to change it. You don't try to make it the way you want it to go. You don't try to control the outcome, the results. You enjoy it for the experience that it brings you into your life. How is this making me better? What am I getting from this? Am I enjoying this? And maybe if I'm not enjoying this, maybe I'm learning that this is something that I'm not enjoying and I may not want to do this again. Feedback. But don't try to control it. But what you also can do, and what you also do have power, you do have power to set boundaries. You do have power over knowing, this is a beautiful thing, but this is just not my cup of tea. This is not my cup of coffee. You connais café avec cinnamon, right? I like my coffee with my cinnamon. So maybe this is not cafe with ginger. It's just probably not my tea. Literally, not my coffee, whatever, not my kind of warm drink. I like lemon with some ginger, a little bit of cinnamon. I like to put some star anise in there, a little bit of honey, Maybe one day I might want to put a little bit of peppermint in there. So you enjoy each cup for the flavorful, it's kind of like when you pray over your food, you pray over your drink, you pray over your herbal tea, right? Because you're activating it, but you're activating it with the intention of gratitude for the medicine that you are receiving from the plant, the herbs, the water, the honey, everything that is included on it. Same thing, you get a plate of food, you thank it for the medicine, for the spirits. If you're eating any type of animal food, or even if it's herbs, vegetables, you thank it for the medicine and for what you're about to consume, how it's going to integrate with your spirit. But you're not, the plate is already done. You're not changing anything about it. You might add some barbecue sauce. You might add some hot sauce, but that's your flavor. That's your style. That's what you like. So you have control over that. But you don't have control over what has already been given to you. So look at that consider your relationships the same way. You have no control about what was given to you. What you can do is reject the plate, send it back, tell them you want another plate, right? Maybe you can alter the plate a little bit, not alter it like trying to say this is the way everybody needs to eat at this restaurant. No, it's on your table, it's in your face, it's going into your vessel. So I like a little bit of hot sauce. I like a little bit more salt and pepper, please. I like a little bit of barbecue sauce. You know what I'm saying? So if you're taking this into consideration with a relationship, let's say, I like to be a lot more playful. I like clear communication, right? I like presence. I like vulnerability. I like honesty. I like progression, right? Those are the things that you can add to it because it's coming from you. It's your essence. So when you're dealing with people, you get to experience and embrace them. I think it's interesting how you can have all of these, I want my man or my woman to be this and this and this and this and that, but you're going to accept your friend as they are. You're going to accept your family member as they are. And sometimes those relationships last longer than your romantic relationships because you're accepting it to a certain degree as they are. Now, you may want to set boundaries towards things that are just not healthy for you. It's just not supporting you. It's not serving you. You don't wish it any ill will or anything. You just know this is not something I may want to consume every day. It's not like brushing my teeth. I'm gonna do that every day. It's not taking a bath or just washing my body. I'm gonna do that every day, right? Um, Giving gratitude to the sun every time it rises, every time I awake, I give gratitude. I'm gonna do that every day. But there's some things that this may not be my cup of tea. This is not my cup of coffee. This is not something that I want to really invest in. This is not something that's in alignment. So you get to look at your relationships, your partnerships, friendships like that. You don't have to condemn them, because by condemning others, you're condemning yourself. Oh, they're not this, they're not that, they don't do this. You're only condemning yourself. You're limiting yourself to your limit of experience. You're putting yourself in a box where you could only experience this way. And you're missing out on all the beauty, all the galore, all the experiences, all of I've never experienced that before. I never experienced a man lying to me, telling me he's single when he actually has a whole family and child. Oh, this is kind of like a new experience for me. It's not something that I want though, but interesting experience. You don't have to shun it. You don't have to condemn it. You just let it go. Let it fly like that balloon in the sky, right? Or no, this guy, he's very or this girl, she's, communicative. She's asking questions, she's about her business. She's doing what she got to do. She cares about her health. Oh, I really like that. He cares about his health. I really like that. That's a turn on, But oh no, he doesn't really care too much about his health. I don't think he can really go deep into certain conversation, or he hasn't been going deep into certain conversation. That's not really my cup of coffee. I'm not going to try to change you. I'm not going to try to make you fit into my reality. It should be like just a puzzle that just fits. Now, of course, we can have clear communication. We can do the work and evolve and grow together. However, if it came from, you're in seventh grade and I'm in med school, it's just not gonna work. And it doesn't mean that I'm better than you. It just means I have a different palette. My experiences are different, and these are the things that I actually enjoy within my experience now. And I can no longer settle or place myself in an experience where I'm not satisfied. I'm not feeling joy. I'm not feeling honored. This doesn't feel sacred. It doesn't feel sanctified, unified. It doesn't, you don't want to force any type of connection, any type of friendship. Don't try to change your friends. Don't try to change your family. Don't try to change anybody. Change yourself. Man in the mirror. Michael Jackson said it best. Man in the mirror. Okay. Change yourself. When you change yourself, then you can truly enjoy your experiences, because you get to enjoy them for what they are without any type of oh, I'm going to change it to make. No, you don't have to change anything. You get to see what is for you, what is not for you. That's going to solve so many problems, because now you don't have to keep thinking something is wrong with you. You don't have to keep trying to change. It's like taking a sunflower and you're trying to change it into a red rose. It's a sunflower. Enjoy the sunflower for what it is, right? Sometimes I enjoy my flowers outside. I used to love getting flowers, and sometimes I still do. However, I'm like, you know what? The flowers last longer outside in nature. Let me enjoy them in their natural element. Why am I trying to change it and bring that into the home? And that's just my thinking. Everyone doesn't have to agree with that. And sometimes it's a beautiful gesture to get some flowers, but I know it's not going to last. So I enjoy it. Sometimes I even dry some of the petals. I put it between my journal to make it very nice. And now my journal smells like rose, right? Maybe you could even kind of do a distil process with some oil, and now you make yourself a rose tinctured oil or something like that. It's so many different ways that you can utilize it for yourself. But you see, you've made that shift. It didn't come to you that way. You made that shift. You flowed with it. You surrendered to it. You allowed also different processes to integrate with the original state of what you were given. You didn't shift the state. It was already what it was. So when you see that, you have an experience with someone, enjoy it for what it was, but don't have hopes and expectations and this and that. Now, those are healthy, but also know that you can't change anything outside of you. So why not just flow and surrender and magnetize to you the right person, place, or thing and experience that you actually truly want to experience, that feels delicious, full, fulfilling, without needing to alter it, because in its essence, it's already a vibrational match.